Network's presentation of Houston Astros baseball. Your front row seat to the Astros and Rockets.
The weather's been pretty much perfect since the Astros have been here in Southern California. Tonight, no different as we wrap up a three-game series against the Angels. Astros winning Game 1, Angels winning Game 2. Today, the rubber game of the three-game set as we welcome you to Angels Stadium. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Todd Callis alongside Jeff Blum. Glad you could join us for a late night of Astros baseball. Blummer, it will be nice to get a win, take a series, and have an off day tomorrow.
And keep the streak alive. The Astros have been playing great baseball here in Anaheim. With that win today, they continue that series streak.
Yeah, that could be 12 in a row if they get the win today. 12 consecutive series here. How about our What's on Tap, presented by Lawnmower Blind? And it's about the Astros and wins versus losses.
Yeah, when the Astros go out there and win ball games, they call it smash and grab. They go out there and rack up the extra base hits. We love it when the Astros get mistakes and they put the barrel to it and they start to get extra bases out of it. Usually that means that they're driving the baseball out of the ballpark, but an incredible 8.5 runs in those 4 games per game is what the Astros like to see. The pitching staff has been doing its job, but they'd like to see that offense continue to score maybe even half those runs. But in those losses, a little bit different story, TK.
Yeah, only 2 runs per game when they lose in the month of June and a sub-200 batting average. They hope to give some offensive support to a local guy pitching tonight for the Astros.
Yeah, San Dimas High right down the street is where Peter Lambert graduated and put his name into some record books. And here on the road this season, he's done a pretty good job. You can see a 185 batting average against. The slug is under 300. Those are very good. The slug this season is 6th in the American League. He's doing a great job against left-handed hitters on the road this season as well, holding them to a 139 batting average, but you're not going to see many left-handed hitters in that Angels lineup tonight.
Yeah, mostly righties. You mentioned the slug. Here it is broken down by pitch.
Yeah, that four-seam fastball actually has been very good. He's been able to locate it and set that pitch up in the zone. Sets up that changeup even better. They have not gotten to that pitch at all as far as slug is concerned. So I would imagine you're going to see a lot of four-seam fastballs, sliders, and maybe even right-on-rights changeups mixed in there.
When we come back, we'll be joined by Lauren Callender. She'll have more on the Astros lineup. It has been really good at the top 4. Astros looking for more production in 5 through 9. We're getting ready for baseball from Anaheim on a Wednesday night. Baseball on SCHN is presented by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. By Shoppas, come see why we are your Houston area John Deere tractor experts. And by Jack in the Box. Get fired up with the Hot Ones Munchie Meal.
We welcome you back into Astros baseball on SCHN. The series finale between the Astros and Angels in Anaheim this evening. The Astros looking to take this series from this divisional opponent. Lauren Callender here with you. And this month, consistency has been key for the Astros lineup, whether it be the consistencies of the top half of the order or the inconsistencies that have fallen on the bottom half. Here's a look at our Papa John's key ingredients when it comes to that lineup. Across this month of June, the Astros offense continues to show 2 different very sides of the same lineup. At the top, Houston has been producing at a high level with the first 4 hitters posting a .301 batting average and accounting for 27 RBI and 26 runs scored this month, consistently setting the tone and driving the offense on a nightly basis. But the production dropped sharply in the bottom half, and that gap between the two has been one of the defining offensive trends recently. Astros hitting coach Victor Rodriguez pointed out that there's a lot of young talent at the bottom of this order. A number of them are not playing every day, but they are putting in the work, and the consistency and production will come. There's also been a number of injuries, so once everyone's healthy, Yiner, for example, they'll be more consistent of a look to the bottom of the lineup. The encouraging sign is that the foundation at the top is strong. The goal now moving forward is whether the rest of the lineup can elevate its production enough to turn a good offense into a great, complete one. And as this lineup settles in to find some consistency, Blummer, it will be a dangerous 1 through 9 moving forward when the results come.
Indeed. Getting back and getting healthy and swinging the bats is what's good for the Astros. And how about today's starting lineup for the Astros, presented by Whataburger? Jose Altuve jumps into that top spot with Jeremy Pena getting the day off. But then you're going to see the usuals behind him with Yordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, Isaac Paredes, and Cam Smith. Jake Myers jumps into that 6th spot. And then you have Shea Wickham getting a chance to play at shortstop today. And then you have Bryce Matthews and Christian Vasquez to close out that lineup for the Astros.
They will face a lefty tonight in Reed Detmers. They saw Reed in Game 3 of the regular season. He pitched 4 2/3 at Daikin Park against Houston with 3 runs allowed on 6 hits. He did strike out 9 that day. He is 4th in the American League with 88 strikeouts. But the Astros have really gotten to Reed Detmers over his last 7 starts. He has an 11.12 ERA against this Houston offense. We'll see if they can keep those numbers rolling tonight. Another beautiful night here in Anaheim as we're ready for baseball. 76 degrees at game time as Jose Altuve batting leadoff for the 20th time this year. Goes out to the first pitch, breaks his bat and sends one to short. And the game starts off with a soft line drive for the first out. Detmers ended up with a no decision in that start against the Astros, a game the Astros would win 11-9. Astros trying to keep a streak going of winning series here in Anaheim, trying to get to an even dozen if they win tonight. There you see the numbers for Yordan Alvarez. Started out his career 1 for 8 against Detmers, but has been 4 for 8 in his last 8 at bats with 3 doubles. Takes the first pitch up for ball 1. Yordan, lefty on lefty, will be the only lefty in the lineup for the Astros. Wade Meckler is the only lefty in the lineup for the Angels. A rare night where there's only 2 left-handed hitters combined in the 2 lineups. 1-1 the count to Alvarez. That one fouled into the second deck, and Yordan down to the count 1-2.
I think that one might have surprised him. Got a hanging slider up there.
Detmers is coming off his best start of the season. Went 6 shutout innings at Dodger Stadium 5 days ago. Only allowed 2 hits to that LA Dodger lineup.
Oh,
We're not down to the ground after that swing. He tries to dig into the back of the batter's box to provide an anchor for himself, but didn't have the footing that he wanted to with that swing.
yeah, there he goes digging into that backside. Yeah, the front side went, back leg went. All of a sudden, he was across the way over there at the pond where the Ducks play. It was like he was trying to take a hack on an ice rink right there.
So he tried to get a better anchor in the back of the batter's box for this pitch, and that's a called 3rd strike. Yordan down looking after that scary swing to send him to the ground.
I don't know if he was too comfortable in the box. The UTMD Anderson strike zone is going to show you 95 pump right through that zone from Reed Detmers.
Now Christian Walker will be the batter. Walker tied with Yordan Alvarez for the team lead with 48 RBIs. Astros were passed. The 2 Astros, Walker and Yordan Alvarez, were passed in the RBI department by Nick Kurtz for the A's. Kurtz and a lot of the A's and Brewers for that matter are piling up some stats in Vegas.
There's launching pads, and then there's just a flat out runway out there. It's unreal, some of the numbers that we're seeing coming out of Las Vegas with those 2 teams.
29 combined runs on Monday, another 12 runs combined last night. 41 runs scored between the 2 teams in the first 2 games in Vegas. Now Walker fouls one away. It's 2-1.
There's going to be some free agent pitchers looking at that market, maybe saying, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to go back to the PCL.
Hayes will be there for another series this weekend against Colorado after a day off tomorrow. Walker has had his share of trouble with Detmers. He has struck out in 3 of his 5 career bats head-to-head against this lefty. His one hit was a double. Detmers making his 14th start of the year. 7th here at Angel Stadium. Walker down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Detmers to end the first.
Here is how the Angels are going to line up in Game 3 of this series. Zach Neto is going to be at the top, followed by Mike Trout, Wade Meckler, Joe Adell in the 4th spot, Oswald Peraza, Nick Madrigal, Trey Mancini, Jose Siri, and Logan O'Hoppe will be hitting 9th. Last 14 games against Houston, he has got 5 home runs.
Here he is, Peter Lambert, getting the start tonight. Lambert's last 3 outings have gone 5, 5, and 5 1/3 innings. Prior to that, he went at least 6 in the previous 3 starts. Only his 4th road start of the year for Lambert of his 10, and he's been very good on the road with a sub-3 ERA. Went to high school just about a half an hour from here, and he delivers a strike in Anaheim to start this at bat with Zach Neto. Neto quickly down in the count, 0-2. Lambert not used to facing a lineup with this many righties. Righties have been better against him than lefties this year with the reverse split numbers. Not many at bats in this lineup against Lambert. Neto just stays alive as that ball was fouled at the plate.
Well, we're having a question that I had in the open answered pretty quick. 2 changeups to a right-handed hitter from Peter Lambert, so he's not afraid to throw that changeup to right-handed hitters as well.
That one's wide, 1-2. Neto has 1 at bat against Lambert. There are 4, make it 5 different hitters in their lineup with 1 at bat against Peter. The guy with the most at bats on the roster against Lambert is a pitcher, Drew Pomerantz. Obviously not in the lineup. He's 0-2. Astros starting defense presented by Xfinity, coming off that strikeout for Lambert. He's working with Christian Vasquez again tonight. Astros been very good in Vasquez's starts this year. Infield has Shea Whitcomb at short, giving Jeremy Pena the day off. Paredes, Altuve, and Walker the rest of the way. And then Bryce Matthews getting the start against the lefty, along with Jake Myers and Cam Smith. Here's Mike Trout taking a pitch down and away for ball 1. That ball smoked to center field. Back goes Jake Myers all the way to the wall. And it is gone. Home run. Myers gave it a shot. Hit the wall hard, but it just went over that outfield wall for Mike Trout's 15th home run of the year and his 36th in his career against the Astros.
There's a fastball away that Trouty got the arms extended on. You can see where Vasquez is set up and where the pitch did not go. Missed his spot. Trout got the barrel out on that one, hit it 404 feet.
Oh, Trout, who had been in a 1 for 25 before that swing, hits his team leading 15th home run to put the Angels on the board, 1-0. Wade Meckler, the batter.
419th home run in the career of Mike Trout.
Ground ball towards short. Whitcomb will charge. His throw gets Meckler for the second out.
StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. It's going to show you the arsenal to right-handed and left-handed hitters for Peter Lambert. Right-handed hitters have been getting to him. That's why you're seeing a heavy right-handed hitting lineup. The four-seam fastball and the changeup working much better against left-handed hitters. How about the average on that four-seam fastball to lefties at 118, but to right-handed hitters 280. That four-seam fastball got taken out of the ballpark by Mike Trout.
Joe Adell bats with 2 outs and the base is clear. Pitch is up for a ball, 2-0. Angels have out-homered the Astros 11-1 in their head-to-head matchups this year. With Trout hitting the 11th this year against Houston. 2 teams split a 4-game series at Daikin Park. And they split the first 2 games here, so they're tied at 3 games apiece coming in. Hit hard, but the other way, foul. It's 2-2 on Adell. Adell's been good lately for the Angels. 6 of his last 13 and has 7 runs scored during that 3-game stretch. Angels do get some run production at the top of their lineup. Neto and Mike Trout both in the top 5 in runs scored. A pitch missing up and away, and the count's full on Adell. Hammer would like to reduce the walk totals, which have been elevated his last 3 starts. 11 walks combined in his last 3. That's why he hasn't gone 6 innings in any of those. Adell walked for the 8th time in the season in last night's game. That foul ball went just to our right. Got him. Foul tip caught by Vasquez for the final out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Lambert, but solo home run by Mike Trout makes it 1-0.
The player to watch is presented by Jack in the Box. Isaac Paredes in the 4 wins this month has done a very good job. He's added some thunder to that lineup with a couple of home runs. He's also hitting .429, and his OPS with that slug at 1,000 is at .1474. He's also picked up in that RBI department coming into this game with 33 RBIs.
Isaac pretty good numbers against Detmers. 3 for 9 with a double and a walk. As Isaac starts the 2nd inning, Detmers with a 1-2-3 first, striking out Alvarez and Walker to end the inning. First pitch is in for ball 1. Detmers has been with the Angels at the big league level since 2021. Season number 6 for this lefty. He's 2-0 on Paredes. Angels got a start from Walbert Urania yesterday. This ball hit foul. That included a lot of base runners, but no runs scored. Urania walked 5 and allowed 3 hits and hit a batter in 5 innings, but the Astros could not score a run against them as they stranded 9 in those 5 innings. Angels winning that game 10-1. Pitch on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Home plate umpire is the crew chief tonight, Ron Kolpa. Paredes pops a foul. That'll head back to the stands. Giving it a look is O'Hoppe, but he'll run out of room. Show's giving Jeremy Pena the night off and a day off tomorrow as well before a Kansas City series on the road starts Friday. So Pena will in essence have 2 straight days off. The show's coming in 7 games below 500, playing game number 70 on the season. They are 31 and 38. They've had their chances to get to 5 games under a handful of times, but they can never seem to get any closer than 6 under. They've been between 6 under and 11 under every game since game 22 of the season, and tonight playing the 70th game.
Dog day today?
I did not know that. Apparently that's the case. Guess that guy snuck in. 2-2 pitch is a called third. Isak goes down looking. Detmers has 3 consecutive strikeouts in the first out of the inning.
Went with the curve ball. Tried to bring it back over that outside corner. Didn't look like it did on our UTMD Anderson strike zone, but no challenge from Isak.
Yeah, Isak said in that Baseball Basics presented by Academy show that we did on ABS, he doesn't like using them early in at bats, but he might have saved himself there.
Yeah.
Cam will use them anytime.
He's not scared.
He's had 17 challenges this year, 4 more than the next most for the Astros, Jose Altuve with 13. Cam had an unsuccessful challenge yesterday, and he's now 7 for 17 in his ABS challenges on the year. With no Pena in the lineup, Cam moves up to the number 5 spot. Altuve has been hitting 5th, and tonight leading off. That one fouled away. Cam with a 2-2 count. If the Astros win tonight, they'll have the exact same record at home as on the road. Cam hits a foul ball just above us.
Glad I wasn't used as a human shield for that one today.
Yeah, are you okay after last night?
I came limping in, but you know what? You got to fight through these things. I learned that in my playing career. Besides, I don't think he could hurt me.
He being our stage manager?
Yeah. His rate of speed is not all that quick.
There he is. John Reynolds, baseball historian.
He's mildly one of the best in the game.
Two pitch on the ground. Neto has to move to his left a few steps and throws Cam out for the second out.
Celebrate one of the most beloved comic strips of all time on Peanuts Night, Tuesday, June 16th. Be sure to purchase your Charlie Brown Astros jersey add-on while supplies last at astros.com/peanuts.
Another thing going on Tuesday?
Love Tuesdays.
Dollar Dogs, Peanuts Night, maybe Hunter Brown.
Maybe. Possible.
Maybe Justin Verlander.
What?
Verlander pitched tonight for Toledo in his second rehab start. He didn't even feel like he needed a second rehab start, so he wants to pitch in the majors with his next outing.
Tell me more.
Fromber's pitching tonight for the Tigers. Fromber Valdez. So somebody who used to pitch for the Astros will likely match up against Hunter Brown on that Tuesday game.
A current and former Astro.
We're just speculating, but if Hunter pitches tonight, you probably want to give him 5 days of rest going into his first big league start.
Yeah, I think that could work.
We'll see how it plays out. We'll give you the update on Hunter when he finishes his outing, as he is pitching tonight at Constellation Field for the Space Cowboys, one night after Christian Javier went 3 perfect innings for the Space Cowboys. Actually, Hunter's night is over. We'll give you those numbers later on. 1-2 pitch is a called third. Jake Myers goes down looking. That's 4 strikeouts for Detmers, 2 in each inning.
Tonight's fan cam is driven by GulloAuto.com. Astros fans showing up in their blue and orange. They love to travel in those West Coast games.
It's been perfect weather all 3 nights.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Figures Julia's first trip she misses is our best weather trip.
It is. You're right.
We have been battling it this year. Paredes comes in on one hop to make a play on Oswald Peraza. And he's retired for the first out of the second inning. How about some updates, Blummer, and some rehab starts?
Oh. Well, 78 pitches for Hunter in 5 innings. Nicely done. And for Justin Verlander, he threw 89. Gave up 4 runs in 5 2/3. I don't know. That screams matchup.
I like it
in the show. Just for me, selfishly.
All 4 runs for JV were home runs by
4 solo shots.
The St. Paul Saints.
How about it?
In Toledo tonight.
Holy Toledo.
Holy Toledo. But Hunter should be good to go. Joe Espada saying his next start will be at the major league level. We haven't heard what day yet, but if you do the math, it probably could be Tuesday. It likely will be Tuesday, because if he goes Monday, it'll be on 4 days rest. And when you're coming back from injury, you don't want to push the envelope too much. So Tuesday sounds a little more realistic, and we'll find out as we get closer to that date. But the good news is Hunter Brown, who hasn't made a start for the Astros since March, will be pitching on the next homestand. And that can only bode well for the Astros.
Get your tickets to watch him punch tickets. Would be the game plan for that.
The Tigers will be in town. Guy he idolized could be his opponent. It's either going to be, well, likeliest scenarios, or it's either going to be the guy he idolized or the guy he was the 1-2 punch with as the co-ace the last couple of years.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup.
Right.
I mean, he probably grew up. I mean, it's got to be a shock to Hunter knowing that he has the chance, or he had the chance, to be on the same team with them. But now, with him not here, he has a chance to pitch against him. That'll be kind of a lot of fun. It's not too often you get to face or play against maybe an idol or somebody you looked up to in the game. A lot of things have to go right, and some longevity has to be involved.
JB still getting it done at age 43. 1-2 pitch is grounded off the glove of Lambert. If he didn't touch it, it was a sure out. Shea Whitcomb was right there, overrun by Matthews, but he doesn't go too far past the baseball. Madrigal reaches on what could have been a 6-3 if Lambert didn't try to field it.
Yeah, it looked like Shea was lined up to make that play. You could see him playing behind, not hit very hard. And that's what also allowed Lambert to get a glove to it, as it wasn't hit that hard.
Well, the second hit allowed by Peter. Now Trey Mancini, the former Astro, will bat. Nolan Shonowell was hit in the calf by a pitch yesterday. Kind of tightened up on him. Not sure if he would have been in the lineup or not. Kurt Suzuki probably looks at those numbers and says righties are probably my best play against Lambert. Shonowell is available tonight. The news not as good for their backup catcher Sebastian Rivero, who had a left hamate fracture and was placed on the IL prior to the game. Miss of a 7 for 7. A swing puts him on the IL. And he lost his streak after Hoppy came on with a 1-2 count and struck out, charged to Sebastian.
I think that's where they came up with the phrase tough break.
Madrigal on first base. Lambert checked him. He's getting a little bigger lead. Stays, and the pitch is wide. And it's 2-1.
Pitch is called the ball to catch the challenger.
Christian Vasquez is 18 for 41 in challenges on the year. This is an ABS challenge promoted or powered by T-Mobile.
Strike. Houston's got 2 challenges remaining.
Vasquez turns the count around.
Nicely done.
1-2 the count on Mancini. Rodon's looking at how he can get better footing on his next at bat. Mancini, one of a number of players. He was teammates with Nick Madrigal, who were out of baseball at some point in the last few years. Madrigal last year had a left shoulder injury that kept him out of baseball. Mancini was out of baseball after opting out of his Marlins deal in 2024. They were teammates on the Cubs in 23. And now they're both part of the Angels lineup tonight. That one towards the middle. Shea Whitcomb with a diving intent. Flips it to Altuve, and an out at second base. Altuve found the bag just in time to get Madrigal on the force out. Nick's not 100% sure. He's waiting to see if the Angels want to challenge. But for now, the force out at second.
Not an easy play. Shea had a long way to go to his left, and Altuve made an attempt at it and still got back to that bag and made the catch. So a pretty good play up the middle for Shea on her Mattress Firm Supermo. The flip and the adjustment by Altuve, keeping the heel of the glove and the heel of the foot on the bag.
So Mancini reaches on the fielder's choice. Good job by the middle of the infield to record an out. Here's Jose Siri, another former Astro. Siri goes after the first pitch and pops it into shallow right. Coming on, Cam Smith, looking into the blue sky here in Southern California, and makes the catch for the final out. One hit, one left on, 1-0 after 2. Angels lead. Time to take a look at our Chevy Stroh poll. This one has a little bit of Astros After Dark flair. Which Astros minor league affiliate alternate identity is your favorite? The Dolces of Sugarland. How about the Raspas at AA Corpus Christi? The Snot Otters for Asheville. Or the Frijoles Saltarines of Fayetteville. Go to @SpaceCityHN. Use the hashtag Stroh poll. Which is your favorite alternate identity? Snot Otters, the nickname of hellbenders, the largest species of salamander that is common in that area, apparently.
Your prep work is unrivaled.
I think hellbenders would have been a good name, too.
I just think the jumping ding logo might be the best.
Well, that's a good choice as well. All of them good choices.
Yeah, you're not going to go wrong.
Merchandise flying off the shelves for those alternate identity logos. Here's Shea Whitcomb leading off. Shea getting a start today at shortstop. Just 2 for 19 on the year. He's playing in his 17th game. Did come into the game on both games, actually. He came into the game last night as a pinch hitter, went 0 for 2. Came on as a pinch runner in the game on Monday night. Never got an at bat, but played first base in the Astros 5-4 10-inning win. It'll be Shea, Bryce Matthews, and Christian Vazquez. So far, no base runners through 2 innings against Reed Detmers. Pitch in on Shea, and it's 2-2. Shea was just called up with the injury to Nick Allen. Fortunately for Allen, it was only a grade 1 strain, so hopefully the time on the IL is not extended. As Allen and his wife expecting their first baby any minute now, maybe, as the Astros are playing today. There's a strikeout for Detmers, number 5. 5 of the 7 outs are strikeouts. Here's Bryce Matthews, who is 0 for 2 in his career against Detmers with a couple of strikeouts. Bryce takes a first pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Spin has been very good this season for Reed Detmers. He's got that curveball working today. 3 of the 5 strikeouts so far on that curveball.
It's a slow curve. Slowest curveball in the major league, 72.5 miles an hour.
I say he averages right around 95 with a fastball, so you got to pump the brakes on that curveball.
Funny you mentioned that. Of all the qualified pitchers, it's the biggest separation.
Huge.
Of fastball velocity to breaking ball velocity. 94.9 is average, or the 90th percentile velocity rather is 94.9. His 10th percentile velocity is 75.7. That's the biggest of any qualified pitcher. It's down to Bryce. It's 2-2.
Feels very Barry Zito-esque.
Yeah. That's a really good call.
Yeah, Barry had a good late life on his fastball, and just a big old curveball would come rolling in there.
Down and away, 3-2. Bryce had the only RBI for the Astros last night, an RBI base hit. That was in the 7th inning as a pinch hitter. It was his only at bat of the night.
Let's check out that arsenal on our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, showing Reed Detmers. There's that four-seam fastball 44% of the time, and that slider 31. The curveball at 10%, but today he's going to jack that up a little bit. But you can see between the slider and that curveball, 50 strikeouts.
That ball hit hard to right, but coming to his left and making a running catch is Joe Adell. He's got a good piece of that baseball, but he lines out for the second out of the inning.
That was a really good piece of hitting. Nothing to show for it, unfortunately. 95 on that down and away corner, and he went with it. Almost snuck it into that right field corner.
Now Christian Vazquez will bat. Vazquez starting the final 2 games of this series after Colin Price started the first one. There's a diving catch by Madrigal. Nick Madrigal taking one away from Christian Vazquez to end the inning. A couple of hard hit baseballs by the Astros to end the 3rd. Still down 1-0.
Shiner spotlight. It's going to fall on San Dimas High product. Peter Lambert, he's in their record books. Strikeouts, 216. He's second in school history, and he's photographed right there back in 2015. It's back when he used to put guys in the Iron Maiden after strikeouts. Career wins. He's also on their career hit list, by the way. He had 94 hits when he was in high school.
How about it?
Yeah. Credit to San Dimas High School. They put together a digital record book for all their sports in their school. Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just down the street, San Dimas High.
How about it? Peter Lambert in that 2015 season was almost unhittable. He was 12-0 with a 0.37 ERA. He would be drafted out of high school while his brother Jimmy, who also pitched in the big leagues, was still in college and would get drafted the next year in 2016. Lauren Callender is headed towards some of the people in attendance watching Peter here, family and friends. I mentioned he grew up half an hour from here. So far, the only run allowed by Lambert was a home run by Mike Trout, who was winning his first of 3 MVPs the year before Lambert had that brilliant senior year of high school.
Wow.
2014 was Trout's first MVP. This one popped up. Christian Walker backing up. Jose Altuve a long run. Cam Smith. Nobody's going for it.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody went for it. Kind of in no man's land there. I think Cam might have had the best shot at it, but he was expecting one of the infielders to get there, and nobody got there.
Christian Walker looked like he had a chance. It was a long way to go for Jose Altuve. You see Cam Smith coming in, but Walker putting his hands up might have lost sight of it. And all of a sudden, looks like a Spider-Man meme out there. Everybody pointing at each other. Me got it, you take it.
So somehow Logan O'Hoppe ends up with a base hit on that pop-up. Zach Neto takes a strike. The first night the Astros took advantage of some sloppy play defensively by the Angels. Last night the role was reversed early, where the Astros did not play good defense.
Yeah, both teams had taken advantage of those. It really didn't look like anybody was going aggressively calling it.
Oh, and 1 to Zach Neto, who takes a pitch down for a ball. It's 1-1. That was the 3rd hit allowed by Lambert on that little pop-up in between the 3 fielders. There's a strike. That's a challenge by Neto.
Pitch is called a strike. The hitter's challenging.
Neto only 6 for 13 in challenges this year. And now he's back to 50%.
Pitches the ball, and I've got 2 challenges remaining.
Neto with the 5-game hitting streak coming into tonight. That's a strike, and it's 2-2. Solo home run by Mike Trout, the only run of the game. Trout DHing tonight is on deck. Foul tip caught by Vasquez. That is a strikeout for Peter Lambert, his 3rd of the night. Second time getting Neto on strikes.
Good heater up top, 95.5 miles an hour at the top of the UTMB Anderson strike zone, and Neto can't catch up.
Now Mike Trout, the batter, hit one out to center field his first time up. Trout fouls one straight back. Trout had that big series against the Astros at Dyken Park. To start the year, that 4-game series, now 3 home runs and 8 for 22 on the season against Astros pitching. That's a challenge by Christian Vasquez on a pitch that was called a ball.
The ball to catch is challenging.
Vasquez got one overturned last inning, and he gets another one here, 2 for 2.
Pitch is a strike. He's got 2 left.
So far, there have been 3 overturns on Ron Copa tonight. Doesn't sound too thrilled about it.
Do you see Vasquez's teeth through the mask? Oh, he was smiling. That's so good.
That one just misses 1 and 2. Well, there's the numbers today, being game number 82 for Trout at home. And he has done most of his damage against the Astros here.
Yeah, he does not like Dyken Park.
In those 162 previous games, 112 walks. That's helping his on-base percentage. Lambert ahead 1 and 2, trying to work around a pop-up that fell in between 3 fielders to start the inning. Trout's home run in the first inning would have only been out of 3 of 30 stadiums. Here, just down the road at Dodger Stadium, and also at Petco Park. That's a strikeout. That's 4 now for Lambert. Back-to-back Ks in the inning. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Astros, the official source for your Houston Astros gear. Wade Meckler, the batter, the lone lefty in their lineup. Meckler takes one down and in for ball 1. Sharply hit. Altuve to his left will glove it nicely and make the play to get Meckler to end the inning. So flare hit, and then 3 consecutive outs for Lambert. Still a 1-0 Angels lead.
Yordan Alvarez continues his Triple Crown quest. I'm sorry. Next telecast will be Against the Royals on Friday. We got a day off in Kansas City. Brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Jose Altuve leading off here in the fourth. Broke his bat, hit a soft liner to Zach Neto, his first time up. And the first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Jose has had tough numbers on the road this year, coming in at 198. All 5 of his home runs have been at Daikin Park. Just 18 of 92 now on the season away from Houston, and he's down in the count here, 0-2. And we have a disturbance in the outfield as a fan has run out from the stands on the field. We will not show that person as security takes care of him, and his night will be over. A little delay as he actually dropped his hat on the field, and the security guard just ran past the hat and didn't see it. Somebody has to go grab a hat.
Yeah, that was kind of weak.
The first base umpire Manny Gonzalez is going to get the hat now. So Altuve with an 0-2 count here against Detmers. Jose has 2 home runs against Reed in his career, 1 in 2022 and 1 in 2024, both on a fastball. 7 for 22 with 2 home runs against him. Goes down here on the slider in the dirt. That'll be strikeout number 6 for Detmers in the first out of the inning.
Piling them up. We've got league leaders presented by Houston Methodist. Offensive runs above average, and Yordan Alvarez, clear leader. Good ball players on this list. Nick Kurtz has been swinging a hot bat of recent days. Ben Rice continued success. But Yordan Alvarez at 30.6 is the clear leader in offensive runs above average.
Yordan, big swing, no contact, 0-1. Yordan struck out looking his first time up. So 10 sent down to start the game by Detmers. 6 of them on strikeouts. And he's quickly ahead of Yordan, 0-2.
Yeah, 10 clean outs, efficient outs. He's been filling up that strike zone. 35 of 50 pitches inside the zone.
Going right after Yordan here. Now it's a pitch up. It's 1-2. Alvarez reached all 3 times he hit in last night's game. A walk and a couple of singles. He was taken out after his 5th inning single. The Astros were down big at that point. That one misses, 2-2. Nobody gets more strikeouts out of the zone than Reed Detmers. 65% of his strikeouts come on pitches that are not strikes. We saw that one with Jose Altuve. Yordan trying to prevent another one from being added to the list. Now that last one off at 2-2. Detmers picking up where he left off in that start against the Dodgers. 6 innings of 2-hit shutout baseball at Dodger Stadium on the 5th. Tied up Yordan on that swing. Stays 2-2.
Yeah, he's putting all of his pitches exactly where he wants them. Tied him up with 94 right on the inside edge.
In play to left, Wade Meckler will make the catch for the second out. Now, a word from Jack in the Box.
Get fired up with my new Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Christian Walker. Walker struck out his first time up. Pitch off the plate for ball 1. Detmers has retired the first 11 batters tonight. Now 1-1 count on Walker. In the air, right field shallow, coming on Joe Adell. Detmers stays in control of this game. Head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Angels.
We welcome you back into Astros baseball. We've got a 1-run game here as the Astros trail the Angels. Heading into the bottom of the 4th, I am joined by the whole Lambert clan over here. I've got Mom Ann, Dad Jim, sisters, wife Taylor, baby Maddox. They're all here to watch. Peter, I want to start with you, Mom. And as a mother and getting to watch Peter's career thus far and how well he did in high school and growing up, what has been your proudest moment so far watching Peter throughout his career?
I'd have to say my proudest moment was probably his debut in Chicago. He was signed with the Rockies. All the family got to go, and he pitched 7 innings with no runs, and it's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, and now you get to watch him just, what did you tell me, 20 miles away from your hometown. So getting the whole crew, who's all in attendance tonight? I know we've got lots of family here, but I know a former coach from high school from San Dimas is here, so who's all in attendance to watch him here this close to his hometown?
Actually, Peter grew up in a neighborhood that everybody on the block is friends. Mm-hmm. So all our neighbors are here. There's probably 100 plus people here for Peter.
Does he have former teammates here and stuff?
I'm not sure if any of his former teammates are here. Maybe a couple. I haven't seen them. I'm kind of focusing on Peter. Get a little nervous.
A little nervous. Yeah, tell me about the nerves when you've watched him pitch in so many games, and also your son Jimmy, who played in the majors. What are your nerves like when you watch both of your boys on the mound?
I am very anxious watching either of them, and even when Peter's pitching and we're just watching him on TV or listening to the game, I'm anxious the whole day.
Jim, I want to talk to you. Ann just told me how sometimes she gets a little anxious, a little nervous when Peter's on the mound. How do you feel watching your son here this close to your hometown and having so many people in attendance watching? Do you get as nervous as Ann does?
I do. I do. Yeah, it's tough watching your kid. He's out performing in front of everybody, and I don't know. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking. It's tough at home.
It's tough at home.
Yeah, I mean, because you want your children to succeed at whatever they're doing. This happens to be on a baseball mound, so it's different.
The guys up in the booth talked about his career at San Dimas and his time in high school and how successful he was. Coach Chiapelli's here too. What has been one of your proudest moments? I asked your wife the same thing. One of your proudest moments watching Peter on the bump? Is it being here, having him close to home, making a start at Angel Stadium? Does that rank up there for you?
Yeah, it does. I think my proudest thing is that he stayed the same kid that he always was. I mean, so he's I don't know if I have a proudest moment. I'm proud of what they've done, all of my kids, and yeah.
Well, good stuff. I'll let you guys continue to enjoy his outing today, and thank you so much. TK Blummer, back to you guys.
Yeah, great job. The family, you can tell how into it they are. What support, 100 people here for Peter Lambert, and he just showed them off a 1-2-3 inning. And Lambert's now retired 6 in a row and 8 of the last 9, pitching right in his backyard. Houston Astros baseball on SCHN is presented by Rooms to Go. Hot buys are going on now at Rooms to Go. Shop and get incredible savings store-wide. And by Daly & Black. Has your home or business been denied, delayed, or underpaid by your insurance company? Call Daly & Black for your free consultation. Fifth inning baseball. Astros looking to solve the left-hander Reed Detmers, who has been perfect through 4 innings. Isaac Paredes leading off and sends one to left field on a line, but Wade Meckler cuts across to make the play. Paredes, Matthews, and Vasquez have all lined out tonight. Hardest hit baseballs of the night for the Astros. Cam Smith will bat. He grounded out his first time up.
Yeah, we're going to break this thing up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Isak usually has success. He did hit that ball hard on the first pitch, but just kind of curved back to Meckler out there in left field.
Yeah, Isak doesn't often go after the first pitch, but when he does, he usually puts good swing on the ball. It's the lowest first pitch swing percentage on the team. That ball chopped towards third, and that's just foul. In addition to those 3 lineouts we mentioned by Paredes, Vasquez, and Matthews, the ground out by Cam Smith his first time up was one of the harder hit baseballs as well. Cam was down in the count 0-2 and then evened up the count before his ground out at 102 miles an hour. Still no base runners against Detmers. Once again, Cam goes from 0-2 to 2-2.
Big curveball after the high fastball, maybe. And stayed the slider. Went firm.
Slider for the strikeout. 7 strikeouts for Detmers.
It's been primarily that fastball slider there. He gets that one chase way down out of the zone. Astros having a tough time adjusting to the spin. He's only really throwing that curveball when he really feels like he can get them on their heels a little bit or maybe out in front.
As opposed to Paredes, Jake Myers swings at the most first pitches on the Astros team as he pops one up into shallow right that Trey Mancini makes the play on. That's a 1-2-3-5. We're halfway home. A lot of pitching, not much hitting.
Make the All-Star Game an All-Stros game. Send your Houston Astros to Philadelphia this summer with the 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star ballot. Vote 5 times daily at astros.com/vote. TK.
All right, Lauren, bottom of the 5th inning as Trey Mancini sends one to right. It's Peter Lambert getting the job done for 7 in a row. And he's now retired 9 out of 10. He's only allowed 3 base runners tonight. One of them, Mike Trout, who hit the home run. That's the difference in this game.
Well, it's been very good pitching, except for that one fastball that got away from him that Trout got a hold of. Obviously, Detmers pitching that much better in this 1-run game.
Jose Siri, playing his 21st game for the Angels, made his Angels debut on May the 16th. 4th major league team for Siri after beginning his career with the Astros. Moving on to Tampa Bay in the same trade that brought Trey Mancini to Houston. Mancini now bats right ahead of him in the lineup. And more recently, the New York Mets before joining the Angels this year. Siri down on the count 0-2. Sends the ball into left center field. Pretty well hit, but Jake Myers is there. Jake will make the catch in front of the warning track. Out number 2. A lot of flyouts for Lambert here in the last couple of innings. That is now 8 in a row sent down, and it really should be 11 in a row because Logan O'Hoppe, who had the last base hit a pop-up and just landed between 3 fielders, none of whom could get there in time. That one's chopped foul. And the other hit, other than the Trout home run, would have been a routine ground ball to short, but it deflected off the glove of Peter Lambert into left field.
Those are two very good points. There should only be one hit in this game.
There should only be one hit in this game, with just a resemblance of solid defense either way. The Trout home run, the only one that should be a hit. And even that was only out in 3 of 30 stadiums, and obviously Dyken Park not being one of them. But here we are in a 1-0 game as Lambert continues to pitch well. He's ahead of O'Hoppe 1-2. I mentioned Lambert in his senior year at San Dimas going 12-0 with an 0.37. The baseball team that year went 31-0 in the regular season.
Oh, goodness.
Undefeated in his senior year. This ball hit high and deep to left field. O'Hoppe got a lot of this one. Matthews will watch this go all the way into the Angels bullpen, deep into their pen. Logan O'Hoppe with a deep drive, making it a 2-0 Angels lead on his 3rd home run of the year. That was crushed.
That was crushed. O'Hoppe does have power. Got a 2-2 fastball middle in. You'll see it right here. Wanted that one away, and it stayed in, and O'Hoppe turned on it. Hit that one 423 feet. He was having himself a night. He is catching a gem from Reed Detmers, and he's 2 for 2.
Now Zach Neto, the batter, fouls one back. Lambert had only allowed 3 home runs in his 9 starts coming into tonight. But allows 2 home runs here in this game for the first time as an Astro. Neto down in the count 0-2. Neto has 2 of the 4 strikeouts that Lambert has picked up tonight. Just a piece to stay alive on the pitch off the plate. All 5 of the home runs this year allowed by Lambert have been hit by right-hand hitters. Got him 3rd time. Neto down on strikes. Lambert picking up his 5th strikeout of the night, but Logan O'Hoppe's deep drive makes it a 2-0 Angels lead after 5.
Reed Detmers is having a night. Has yet to give up a hit or a walk. And we're going to show you the 15 outs he's gotten. He's got 9 on the four-seam fastball, and there's actually a couple of them right in the middle part of the zone. You can see right there, but a lot of chase on that slider. 5 outs on that slider. Some strikeouts down below the zone, and the chase up out of the zone. He has been on point, using that curveball just to keep him off balance a little bit, but he has been aggressive with the fastball slider mix.
He has not had a lot of success in his career against the Astros coming in with a 7.63 career ERA. Shea Whitcomb hits one high and deep to left field. Shea may have just gotten one. Perfect game over. Shutout over. Shea Whitcomb hits his 2nd home run of the season, and the Astros cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1.
Attaboy, Shea. Well, if I'd known I was going to jinx it that quick, I would have said it a couple of innings ago. My goodness. Shea Whitcomb not wasting any time. He was on the attack and got a fastball up and didn't miss it. 408-foot shot to left center. Astros are on the board with their first hit and first runs of this game. Run. Waiting for more.
Now Bryce Matthews, who hit the ball hard his last time up, takes a called strike. Shea Whitcomb getting the start today for Jeremy Pena, hitting one out to start the 6th inning. Shea had 1 home run last year. Now hits his 3rd home run of his career. He has 3 hits on the season at the big league level. 2 of them are home runs. Bryce pops one up. Shallow center. Jose Siri coming in. And Siri puts it away for the first out.
Let's go back and check out that swing from Shea. 4-seamer at the top of the zone, and he gets the head out in a big way. 104.9 off the bat of Shea Whitcomb. He knew it.
Only the 7th home run allowed by Detmers in his 14 starts. Now Christian Vasquez, after the Bryce Matthews flyout, Vasquez taking a strike. So 1 base runner for the Astros, and he circled the bases. Detmer still hasn't worked out of the stretch tonight as Vasquez fouls one away. It's 0-2. Christian lined out to third his first time up. He's always posted big numbers for the Space Cowboys. Good to see that home run swing translating here at the big league level. He puts the Astros on the board. And bouncing in there, it's 2-2. Job by Christian after getting down 0-2 to get the count to a full count here with 1 out. All solo home runs tonight. Mike Trout and Logan O'Hoppe for the Angels. Shea Whitcomb for the Astros. Now Vasquez down on strikes. That's 8 for Detmers in the 2nd out here in the 6th. And now a word from Texas Mattress Makers.
Don't strike out on your sleep. Hit a home run every night on a mattress made by Texas Mattress Makers.
Well, Jose Altuve will bat. Altuve has a broken bat, soft liner to short, and he also struck out swinging. Pitch up 1-0. Down in the count 1-2. Jose hitting his 5th home run of the season back at Daikin Park on the last homestand. He's 0 for 10 since that home run. The Angels have struck him out 5 times in this series. Now make it 6 as he goes down swinging for the final out. That's 9 strikeouts for Detmers, but a solo home run by Shea Whitcomb puts the Astros on the board. It's now a 2-1 Angels lead.
The Junior Shooting Stars Dance Clinic returns this summer. Sign your child up today to learn a dance routine they'll perform on field prior to an Astros game. Register now at astros.com/dance. TK.
All right, Lauren, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mike Trout with one of the 3 solo home runs in this game. One of the 2 for the Angels in this 2-1 game. Will lead things off, taking a first pitch off the plate for ball 1. Skies this one into shallow right. Cam Smith will come in a few steps. And Trout retired for the first out of the 6th. Peter Lambert has been impressive tonight. I love the strike percentage. 53 strikes out of 76 pitches.
Well, he's getting after it. He's locating. Just a couple of mistakes have led to those home runs, but he has looked really good. We've seen some life on that fastball. He was throwing that changeup quite a bit too to some of these right-handed hitters. But he's showing some confidence in all of his pitches.
His last 3 starts, lasting 5 innings, and 5 1/3. He walked 4 against the Cubs, he walked 3 against the Brewers, and he walked 4 against the A's in his last 3. But tonight he's been working ahead of hitters. In all 3 of those starts, he threw exactly 57 strikes in the game, and he's already up to 54 strikes tonight. He's not even at 80 pitches. Now it's 1-2 on Meckler.
He's thrown 4 pitches 15% of the time or more, if you count the sinker. So that sinker at 16%, then it's been a slider, 21%, changeup at 22%, and then the fastball, four-seamer at 36%, and he punches out Meckler with it.
Fastball for strikeout number 6 for Lambert, second out of the inning.
It's time to play Astros Trivia, powered by Reliant. The question is, what former Astro is the only MLB player to win a Gold Glove in the infield and the outfield?
Joe Adell, the batter. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Fouls the first one back. That is 11 out of 12 retired by Lambert. And 13 out of 15 with Logan O'Hoppe being the only one to reach during that stretch. Lambert in his last start did not follow his season's pattern where he's been very good third time through the lineup. He gave up a home run, a double, and a walk, a couple of walks third time through the lineup in that last start against the A's. But overall, his body of work, he's been good facing hitters for a third time. This one popped up on the infield. Isaac Paredes doesn't see it. Now he does, and thankfully puts it away for the final out of the inning. Another 1-2 inning for Lambert as he gets through the 6th in this 2-1 game. The power play is presented by HEB. Let's compare the 2 sluggers on each side through their first 745 career games, which is Yordan's total right now. Mike Trout had more hits, but Yordan a better OPS by 12 points and a lot more home runs, 34 more. And the RBI department as well in favor of number 44.
Pretty impressive numbers for Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan tonight is 0 for 2. Goes after the first one from Detmers and sends one to Jose Siri in center. And he'll put it away for the first out. Alvarez retired on 1 pitch. Detmers has still not worked out of the stretch tonight. He has faced 1 over the minimum, and that one was a home run by Shea Whitcomb. He retired 19 of the first 20 batters that he has faced tonight. Here's Christian Walker. Detmers does have a no-hitter on his ledger.
22? 2022?
Yep, against Tampa Bay. He was the youngest MLB pitcher to throw a no-hitter in 16 years when he did it on May 10th of 2022. He also has an immaculate inning, a no-hitter and immaculate inning combo. This ball into right field. Joe Adell barely has to move. Walker flies out to right for the second straight time. Second out of the inning.
Don't miss the Astros' next home series against the Detroit Tigers from June 15th to the 17th. Get your tickets now at astros.com/SGT.
Here's Isaac Paredes. Hit the ball hard on the first pitch he saw last time, but he lined out to left. He also struck out looking on a pitch that might have been off the plate. He elected not to challenge. Isaac is still 6 for 6 this year in challenges. Only C.J. Abrams with more challenges with a perfect record at 7 for 7. Oh, 2 the count on Isaac. Talk about filling up the zone. 86 pitches in. Detmers has 60 strikes. Detmers has been very good tonight. He has not had much success against the Astros through the years. Only 1 career win in 10 starts. Also 3 relief appearances. But tonight he has been a tough customer. This one a little parachute foul. And it stays 0-2 on Paredes. Last 5 games, Detmers has been averaging over 8 strikeouts per game, including a 14 strikeout game against the Rangers, which was his career high. That was 3 starts ago at home. His last home start being May 24th. Tonight he's got 9 strikeouts. This one popped up. Hard to see in the sky, but the catcher stays with it. Logan O'Hoppe. Thankfully for Trey Mancini, he never saw it. But O'Hoppe makes the play. Another 1-2-3 inning. 21 of 22 retired by Detmers. 7th inning stretch time. Angels lead 2-1. We're going to check in with Eshin Bogey in our Rooms to Go lounge. Time to reveal the winner of tonight's Chevy Stropole. We went to the minor leagues for the alternate identities of these minor league teams and who or which Astros minor league affiliate is your favorite alternate identity. And the Snot Otters out of Asheville get 44% of the vote. Everybody getting at least 13%. Thanks for your vote in tonight's Stropole.
Go Snot Rockets.
This ball fouled off the bat of Oswald Peraza into the crowd. It's 0-1. Snot Otters winning tonight's Stropole.
Man, how do you come up with this stuff? Like, the creativity's either off the charts or scary.
The minor leaguers?
Yeah.
Very creative. Altuve with a diving attempt, but it gets by him into right field. Oswald Peraza with a base hit. He's the leadoff base runner for the Angels. Just their 5th hit of the game.
That one just poked past the outstretch glove of Jose Altuve. Angels have a base runner early.
Now Nick Madrigal. Peraza does have 7 steals in 8 attempts this year. Peter Lambert wants to make sure he knows he's aware of him over there. Astros expecting bunt. Paredes creeping in. The runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw is wide. And safe at second base is Peraza on his 8th steal of the year. Madrigal trying to protect the runner, but it didn't matter.
I'm not sure if that was a little hit and run. Well, you can see the base runner peek in. Might have been a little hit and run, especially with Madrigal trying to get that pitch off the outside corner. But Peraza gets in there safely. Vasquez didn't get off his best throw.
Paredes still very close. at third as Madrigal takes a pitch off the plate, 1-1. Nick hit one off the glove of Lambert into left field for a base hit his first time up and flied out to right his second time. Now down to the count, 1-2.
That's some chase right there. But we're going to check out our outfield arms presented by Lone Star College. Got to change Bryce to that red light. He threw out Mike Trout the other day. Cam Smith has been red all year long with his arm and aggressiveness going to get the baseball. And I think we've seen base runners turn Jake Myers into that green light. They have been trying to advance every time that ball has been hit to center field off him.
Astros have double barrel action going in their pen. There goes the runner for third. It bounces in there, and an easy steal for Peraza. He steals second and now steals third. Still nobody out in the inning as that one bounced past Christian.
That ball spiked pretty good, but Peraza got an excellent jump from second to third base.
Infield comes in here with a 2-2 count. Ground ball right back to Lambert. Caught him on the bare hand, and he's a little frustrated. Hopefully he's okay. He's going to get checked out in a hurry by Joe Espada and Rafael Freitas. That caught him in the pitching hand. He could see him react right away. He made the throw over to first.
Hand is beat red right now. That came off the back quick too. 98.6.
Where did it get him? He's trying to talk his way into staying in this game.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to be how it affects the grip. But it might have hit the bare hand and ricocheted into the glove. Did a good job of shaking that off. Not sure exactly where it got him. The way he shook that right hand, it got him pretty good.
He's close to his pitch count being at the end of his night anyhow at 91, so Joe Espada is not going to take any chances with him here. He will leave the game after this comebacker.
A great outing.
Great outing by Peter Lambert. 91 pitches in, leaves it a 2-1 game with 1 out in the 7th.
Best in Texas power pitcher is driven by Ford, and tonight it was Peter Lambert. Had a good matchup with he and Reed Detmers, and he matched him. 6 1/3, went 5 hits, 2 earned runs, both on solo home runs. Did not walk a batter and struck out 6 Angels. He threw 92 pitches after taking that ball off the hand. He is now out of that game. He did a very good job filling up that strike zone for the Astros. Very competitive outing for Peter Lambert. He is going to have to lean on his bullpen because he is still responsible for the base runners out there. Daniel De Los Santos into this game to make his 27th appearance. 3.21 is that ERA. His whip is below 1.
Infield remains in here as Trey Mancini will be the first one to face De Los Santos. Thought that Shonowell might be available tonight, but Mancini still gets the at-bat here against the righty and chops a foul. It's 0-1. Santos will look for a strikeout here or a weak contact at somebody on the infield. Lambert outstanding tonight. First start in his Astros career without allowing a walk. Now De Los Santos getting ahead of Mancini, 0-2. Mancini's 1 for 3 in his career against Enyel with a double. Last time he struck out on a fastball away against him. That was almost the exact same pitch that he struck out last time, and he takes it for a ball. It's 1-2. Little tapper towards third, could be trouble, and great job by Paredes letting that go through his legs and roll foul.
That was great heads-up baseball by Isaac Paredes. Knew it was going to be a tough play if he did try and go get Mancini, but right here he recognizes that ball has a chance of going foul, so he let it.
Tougher decision for Isak than the one the Angels misplayed in Friday night or in Monday night's win. Denzer Guzman fielded that ball, and the Astros would get the go-ahead run because of it. Again, Enyel looking for a strikeout of Mancini. And a line drive caught by Walker, throw to third, double play. Line drive caught by Christian, and they turn two, getting Peraza off the bag at third.
Defense picking up Enyel and Peter Lambert. Stretch to the left, come back and throw it across the diamond. A little reverse action on that double play.
All in all the time is presented by Daily and Black. Cam Smith has somewhat settled into hitting on the road this season compared to his rookie campaign in 2025. You see the numbers here inclusive of tonight, up in every category. We caught up before the game, and I asked him about his approach at different ballparks, and he told me you just feel like a different hitter everywhere because everywhere is different. But he said now in his second season, he's finding himself to be a little more comfortable everywhere he goes. He went on to tell me he's still learning every day, of course. He's getting a lot of information. He just likes to go back to the drawing board, take what he does well, and use it for his advantage. TK?
All right, he leads off here in the 8th inning, Lauren, facing a new pitcher. What a brilliant outing it was for Reed Detmers. Astros happy to see anybody else other than Detmers.
That is true, even with the numbers that Silseth has with a 1.59 ERA. The Astros happy that the left-hander is out of there, get the right-hander in there. Silseth has a good fastball, 96 miles an hour on that, but also likes throwing that split.
Detmers goes 7 innings of one-hit baseball, facing 22 batters. He retired 21 of the 22. Very reminiscent of his last home start against another Texas team, the Rangers. He allowed just 1 hit on a home run to the Rangers that day and struck out 14 in 8 innings of work. That was Jake Berger who got him in that start. So only 2 hits allowed in his last 2 home starts. And now Cam delivers one deep to left field, all the way back. Meckler, oh, look up, it's gone. Cam Smith ties it up with a shot to left. His 7th on the year. Astros have 2 hits, both home runs, and we're tied in the 8th.
It's Cam on the road. Showing some pop, going to that same area that Shea Whitcomb left. Cam with the answer to tie things up. Silseth coming into this game, and the first hitter he sees takes him deep. It's a first home run he's given up this season against the Astros in his career. Hanging split. Kind of interesting that it is that pitch, but that was a mistake. Cam has been struggling with that pitch down in the zone, but he got that one elevated and did not miss it. That one just tumbling right into the barrel.
Joey Loperfido will now be on as a pinch hitter for Jake Myers. Facing the right-hander Silseth. A little surprised that Detmers didn't come out with 89 pitches. He had thrown as many as 104 pitches in a start earlier this year, but Kurt Suzuki opting for the right-hander Silseth, and Cam with the home run. Now Joey delivers one slicing down the left field line. Meckler near the line will make the catch as he crosses into foul territory. Loperfido retired for the first out. All solo home runs accounting for the runs tonight. 2 on each side, and we're tied up here. It's a new ball game in the 8th. Cam with 5 of his 7 home runs now on the road this year. Here's Shea Whitcomb. He has the other Astros home run. And takes a strike. Shea hit one 408 feet his last time up. Takes that one down and away, 1-1. 2 hits, 2 base runners, both circling the bases. Astros have not had an at-bat tonight with a runner on base. That's a called strike. Shea thought about the challenge, elected not to. It's 1-2.
Good pitch.
Both teams have 2 ABS challenges remaining. That one fouled off his foot. No bullpen action going for the Astros. It appears Enyel De Los Santos will pitch the bottom half of the 8th inning after getting 2 big outs in the bottom half of the 7th. Shea delivers a line drive to left, but Meckler is there, and he puts it away for the 2nd out. Now a word from Dairy Queen.
Treat yourself to a summertime reward at DQ with our limited time drumstick blizzard of the month.
Here's Bryce Matthews. Bryce is lined out and flied out. First pitch home, a strike. Bryce wasn't 100% sure about that call. It's 0-2.
He could have challenged that one. It was a little bit off that outside corner. We'll see it on our UTMD Anderson strike zone.
Bryce has only challenged once this year. He's 0 for 1. Goes after that one and strikes out. So Silseth bounces back after the leadoff home run to get the next 3, but we're tied at 2 thanks to Cam Smith. Presented by Gallery Furniture. Buy your furniture today. Gallery Furniture delivers free tonight. And by Uber Eats. Open the Uber Eats app and order Maine Bird to receive a discount on multiple menu items. Bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 2. Jose Siri will lead things off against Enyel De Los Santos. And he shows bunt and takes a pitch off the plate for ball 1. Astros, after pinch hitting for Jake Myers, have a new outfield alignment. Joey Lopofito's now in left. Bryce Matthews moves from left field to center field. Siri with a swing and a miss, 1-1. There's Joey. Pitches down, 2-1. Astros have their bullpen moving as the inning starts. Brian King loosening up. That one wide, 3-1 to Siri. Jose is 1 for 8 in the series. And that one hit resulted in an out, a base hit to Bryce Matthews, where he gunned down Mike Trout in the bottom half of the 10th inning Monday night. Draws a walk here, but it'll be a challenge by Vasquez, so not 100% a walk yet. Astros have 2 remaining challenges. Vasquez taking a shot and losing this one.
Pitches the ball. Houston has 1 challenge remaining.
Siri's going to be trying to maybe steal a bag. He's got the speed to do it.
He's 0 for 1 in steals so far this year. He's also been picked off once. As he looks across the diamond to his third base coach. Now Logan O'Hoppe, who's 2 for 2 tonight, showing bunt, gets the bunt down. De Los Santos backhands his sidearm throw in time to get O'Hoppe, but a successful sacrifice by the Angels catcher, putting Siri in scoring position.
Time now to answer our trivia question, powered by Reliant. What former Astro is the only MLB player to win a Gold Glove in the infield and outfield? Yeah, Darren Erstad. Played great baseball here in this ballpark, bringing home a World Series championship in 2002, and I believe he's also the only player to win a national championship in football and a World Series championship.
How about it? Darren Erstad,
head coach for Jake Myers. One of the more fun teammates and people to be around in the game.
Siri's dancing off second base. Altuve's almost standing on the bag to keep him close. Pitches hit deep to left field. Back goes Loperfido. He has room, and he'll put it away. Siri's going to tag and head to third. Here comes a throw by Joey, and it's close, but safe as Siri on a close play at the bag. Siri calls time as he is down after that tag by Paredes.
It was an aggressive steal, aggressive slide, and an aggressive tag. Siri almost running into that double play with a third out at home. Neto stood up on it, but didn't have nearly enough to get it out of here. And then Joey put a good throw on third base. Isak with the catch, dropped the tag right on the shoulder, but his face goes right into the right knee of Isak.
So getting to third base with 2 outs, and Mike Trout will be the batter against De Los Santos. Jose wants to stay in the game, trying to talk Kurt Suzuki into it. It looks like he will remain in there. So in this 2-2 game in the bottom of the 8th, Siri at third with 2 outs and Mike Trout. It will not be Mike Trout to hit, though, because he's going to get intentionally walked. Astros will walk Trout and face the lefty Wade Meckler. And with Meckler due up, Joe Espada is going to come out of the pen and go to the lefty Brian King. So first and third, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning in a 2-2 game. And King to face Meckler when we come back. Welcome your newest little fan to the Astros family with the Astros Rookies Club, presented by Houston Methodist. This program designed for newborns will include bib, swaddle blanket, milestone markers, and an Astros birth certificate. Join now at astros.com/rookies club.
Meckler's going to stay in and face the left-handed Brian King that you see on the mound now for the Astros. On the season, a 2.54 ERA, 21 punch in 28 1/3 innings pitched. He has given up a .286 batting average to left-handed hitters as Trout takes second base. In his career, Brian King has still been better against right-handed hitters than left-handed hitters. A career average of .277 against King left-handed.
Trout picks up stolen base number 6 on the year. 0-2 the count now on Meckler as he fouls one away. Meckler facing King for the first time. A couple of walks in the inning allowed by Enyel De Los Santos, the last one intentional. Now King trying to strand 2 runners in scoring position in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him. Brian King with a 3-pitch strikeout of Wade Meckler. Takes the game to the 9th, all tied at 2.
Is driven by Toyota. Go back when the Silver Boot Series started and the Astros won it. Orlando Merced pinch hitting for Vinny Castilla, hit a 2-out pinch hit, 3-run homer in the 9th. Astros would go on to win, and they would take that first boot in that Silver Boot Series back in 2001. Astros trying to take this game right here.
Taylor Trammell will pinch hit against a new pitcher for the Angels.
Sam Bachman coming into this game. He has a 2.05 ERA in 24 games. 6 career games against the Astros. He's yet to give up a run.
It's over 9 innings of work against the Astros in his career. And Taylor Trammell will pinch hit for Christian Vasquez, and then the top of the order, Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez. Trammell quickly down in the count, 0-2. Taylor started the first game of this series in center field. Came on last night as a pinch hitter and got 2 at-bats. He's 0-4 in the series. Goes down on 3 pitches here. Oh, Bachman making quick work of the Astros pinch hitter, 1 away in the 9th. Now Jose Altuve will bat for a 4th time. Angels have pitched Altuve tough in this series. He was 0-3 tonight, and he is 0-11 in the series with 6 strikeouts. This one in play towards short. Backhanded by Neto. His throw in time to get Altuve for the 2nd out. Now a message from Buick GMC. Now Yordan Alvarez. Bachman has been careful with him. He's faced him twice and he's walked him twice. Once earlier this year at Dyken Park as he delivers a strike. It's 0-1. Yordan looking to continue an on-base streak, which is at 17 games right now. 0-3, a couple of flyouts and a strikeout tonight. That's off the plate. Astros have had 2 base runners all night, both solo home runs. Good enough to be tied in the 9th inning. Strike to Yordan, it's 1-2. Bachman's gone 11 straight games, over 12 1/3 innings now without allowing a run. Yordan fights one off, and that's going to be an 18-game on-base streak as he gets into first base with a single to left. 2-out base runner for the Astros in the 9th.
Such a good hitter. Bachman tried to challenge him back-to-back, elevating this sinker to hundo. And Alvarez turns it around it and shoots it into left for a base hit. Just good batting.
Now Christian Walker. Astros have their first at bat with a base runner on. And Walker hits one down the line and left. That's going to get towards the wall. Meckler plays it in a hurry. Yordan heading to third. He'll be held up there. Yordan putting on the brakes as Neto's throw comes all the way through, and it's wild. Here comes Yordan trying to score. He is safe at home plate. They're going to challenge, but for now, the Astros take the lead on an unnecessary throw by Neto that sailed over the plate when no one was trying to score.
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call, don't play.
They've got a challenge, but I think Jordan might have snuck that foot in there. What a terrible throw by Zach Neto. Great swing from Christian. Getting it into the corner. Once it rattled around on the edge, you were wondering if they were going to send it, but they had the stop sign. And for some reason, Neto decides to airmail it and hits Isak with it. And coming back in, I'm not sure Logan O'Hoppe gets that tag down in time. He had to come up to get that. And does he get to the foot before it gets to the plate?
The call is safe. We need clear and convincing evidence to overturn it.
Incredible. They're checking on Isak. Did that toe get in there?
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out.
Man, did they luck out.
Jordan out at the plate. We stay tied at 2 heading to the bottom of the 9th. Our next telecast is presented by Kaplan Sinus Relief. It'll be Friday night. Our coverage will begin at 6 o'clock from Kansas City. 2 of the best in the American League, maybe the 2 favorites for the MVP right now. Bobby Witt Jr. and Jordan Alvarez square off in the first of 3 from Kauffman Stadium in KC.
Josh Hader into this tie ball game here in the bottom of the 9th. Keep this game again right where it's at. He has been brilliant since coming off that injured list. 3 games, 3 innings, 7 strikeouts.
Joe Adell swings through a first pitch slider. It's 0-1. Crazy end to the top of the 9th inning with Christian Walker hitting a double to the wall. Jordan Alvarez initially held at third. When the throw got over the head of O'Hoppe and over the head of the pitcher Bachman, it actually hit Isak Paredes. But it stayed close enough for the Angels to make a play just to get Alvarez at the plate. Now a little soft ground ball to short. Charged by Whitcomb. His throw low and another pick by Christian Walker at first base for out number 1.
Back to that play that ended the inning. Jordan was hustling, looking to score, got held up. As he's going back to the bag, realizes Neto chucks it to the backstop. O'Hoppe had to hold his ground, and the pitcher, Bachman, brings it in, and they get that tag just in time. Crazy play.
I think it was a good hold at the time by Peraza, even though Jordan, or by Chica, even though Jordan had all that momentum going, because Neto was about to catch the ball just when Jordan was getting to third. But then for some reason, Neto uncorked the throw.
I can't explain that.
Oh, 0-2 to Peraza. Little tapper. Josh Hader spins around, finds it. That was a nice move by Josh as he picks up the ground ball on 2 hops after spinning around, knowing it was to the first base side.
Good job of spinning around to pick it up.
Hader looking at the scouting report here on Nick Madrigal with 2 outs and nobody on. Madrigal is 1 for 3 and sends a foul out of play. The Astros picking up back-to-back hits in the 9th inning are now up to 4 hits. There have only been 9 combined hits in the game, 5 for the Angels, 4 for the Astros. Hader trying to get it to the 10th inning. Slash foul the other way, and Josh ahead of the count 0-2. Hader so far 8 pitches in has thrown nothing but strikes. There's the first one off the plate. It's 1-2. If the game does go to the 10th, Ryan Zephyr-John is warming up in the Angels bullpen. Astros will have Christian Walker as the runner on second, and Isaac Paredes, Cam Smith, and Joey Lopofito due up. Josh Hader needs to get him there. Madrigal sends one to center. Bryce Matthews cuts across and makes the play in left center field for the final out of the inning. Good job by Hader. 1-2-3 ninth. We head to extras, tied at 2. As fans can stream Space City Home Network directly with SCHN Plus. Log on to SCHNplus.com to purchase the app directly. Already has Space City Home Network? You can download the app to access the content at no additional cost.
Esau coming to the plate. Jeremy Pena is going to pinch run for Christian Walker out there at second base. So his day off is over. Cam Smith is on deck, and you've got a new pitcher on the mound. There he is. There's going to be Ryan Zeferjan coming into this game. 30 2/3 innings pitched and has a 5.28 ERA. Walks in that time that he's been out there.
Astros have never led in this game. They did briefly before the play was challenged and overturned. But the Angels, with a couple of solo home runs, making it 2-0. Astros answered with 2 solo home runs of their own. Shea Whitcomb and Cam Smith to tie the game at 2. And then Christian Walker tried to give them their first lead with a double, but Yordan Alvarez thrown out trying to score on an overthrow at home plate. Now in the 10th, Paredes with Jeremy Pena on second base and nobody out. Isak does have a career home run against Zeferjan as he takes a pitch in for a ball. It's 2-1. He's 1 for 3 with a home run on a sweeper. Other 2 times he has struck out against the right-hander. That one's wide. 3-1 the count. Astros have Brian Abreu warming up in their pen. Isak fouls the 3-1 sweeper off. It's now full count. Full count to Isak. And he goes down on strikes, missing that sweeper. Zeferjan getting that first big out without the runner advancing.
Yeah, it is a big out. And Isaac Paredes, we talked about how he's been driving in runs, but that sweeper beats him. He chased it off the plate.
Now Cam Smith, who tied the game up with a home run in the 8th inning. Looking for any base hit to the outfield to score Pena from second. Cam takes it in for ball 1. Cam came into this game hitting .280 on the road, .220 overall. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Zeferjan walking 2 Astros in the game on Monday night. Walked 2 Dodgers in his previous outing. Now getting ahead of Cam, 1-2. Pena, the last one off the bench for the Astros. Colin Price was into the game after Taylor Trammell hit for Christian Vasquez. Joey Loperfido into the game as well. So Pena will take over at short and move Shea Whitcomb from short to first as Pena is running for Christian Walker. Cam watches that one in the dirt, and it gets away. O'Hoppe still doesn't see it. Now they find it, but easily getting to third on the wild pitch is Jeremy Pena. That changes the dynamic.
Well, he does. 90 feet away. So O'Hoppe going for the pick instead of the block on that one. And as soon as it kicked up in the air, he had no idea where it was.
Now the infield comes in on Cam Smith with a 2-2 count. Off the plate, ball 3. With Pena's speed, the Astros might elect to go with the contact play here and force the defense to make a play.
With one out, that is usually the play more often than not. Put pressure on the defense, especially one like the Angels.
That ball's ripped down the left field line, but it's hooking foul.
Ball was smoked.
Cam got a little quick on that sweeper. He thought he had given the Astros their first lead, but he hooked it.
Yeah, 107.5 off the bat.
So now Cam will see another 3-2 pitch. And a call third. Broke the sweeper over for a strikeout. 2 outs at the 10.
It was very similar to the one he pulled. This one just stayed on that inside corner.
Now Joey Loperfido will be intentionally walked, and Shea Whitcomb will be the batter. So the Astros now with runners on first and third, and it's up to Whitcomb, who drove in the first run of the game with a home run.
It's the first hit off of Reed Detmers earlier. Got a heater up and barreled it.
Chance for Shea to be the hero here and to give the Astros their first lead of the night. Not surprisingly, that was the first ever intentional walk for Joey Loperfido at the major league level.
Check that box.
First and third, 2 outs. And Shea Whitcomb. That one's wide, 1-0. Another one wide, 2-0 the count. Bryce Matthews on deck. And 0 the count to Whitcomb. Shea takes a peek down at Tony Perez-Chica. Probably taking one here, you would think.
Yes. Sorry for the quick answer.
There's a strike.
Make him do it again. And if he does it again, don't miss it. Make him do it again.
He is able to do it again.
Yeah.
So now with a full count, Loperfido will be off from first. Pena at third. 2 outs and a full count to Whitcomb, who will use his timeout here. Check swing, could be trouble. Neto charges, but he makes the play in time. to get Shea Wickham. That needed one more hop to beat trouble. And Neto charged it to get it on that second hop. We head to the bottom of the 10th in a 2-2 game.
We are back. We're headed to the bottom of the 10th. It is a tie ball game. The Astros were threatening with runners at first and third, but they were unable to push that run across. Brian Abreu comes into this game. Last 14 appearances have been good. Overall this season it's been rough, but trying to work those numbers down here in his 26th appearance and keep that Manfred man at second base and keep him from scoring so we can play a little bit more baseball. We've got some moves around the infield also, with Shea Wickham going from short to third. Pena will go to short, and Isaac Paredes will go to first base. Also got a new pinch hitter into this game for Trey Mancini.
Donovan Walton will hit for Mancini, trying to pull the ball on the right side and get that runner to third base. Astros also anticipating the possibility of a bunt. Wickham at third and Paredes at first will be charging here as Walton will hit against Abreu. First pitch up for ball one.
Yeah, it would have been a tough ask to have a guy like Mancini lay down a bunt who's probably not done it in quite a while. So put in a guy that's maybe a little more reliable in that sense.
Way up 2-0. First couple of pitches missing up from Brian. Abreu pitched the first game and was able to close out a 5-4 win thanks to an outfield assist from Bryce Matthews. Gets the slider on the plate for a 2-1 count. Walton leading off, Jose Siri on deck. Logan O'Hoppe to hit third in the inning.
Yeah, Walton's trying to bunt this ball to Shea Wickham at third base.
Gets the bunt down. Nobody fields it. Abreu will pick it up. And the Angels will have first and third with nobody out.
Good bump by Walton. He kind of got in that no man's land. Shea Wickham was in but didn't commit. He was anticipating Abreu making the play. So that ends up being a knock. Well, they may end up giving it a sack. I'm not sure.
No, it'll be a hit.
Good.
It'll be a hit with the infield having to come in now with Jose Siri batting. He tries to bunt and bunts it foul. We did not see great bunting techniques from Siri earlier in this series, and now trying to win the game with a bunt.
It's the old first and third, bunt it to first base and get that runner home. Got decent speed in Madrigal at third base.
Runner goes, no challenge on the runner taking second. Takes the force play out of the equation. Now second and third with nobody out.
Oof. So the old Todd Frazier approach.
Base hit, ball game over. Angels win it 3-2. Jose Siri on an 0-2 pitch, singles into left. Astros streak of 11 straight series here in Anaheim is over. Frustrating night as the Astros will have the off day tomorrow in Kansas City, and a late night arrival after a 3-2 loss in Anaheim. Former Astro Jose Siri beats his team tonight with a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. It'll be the post-game show with Kevin Eschenfelder and Brian Bogasevic coming up. It's presented by Whataburger. Our calendar helping out with interviews. Post-game show next.